Okay, hello there. We are back once more. A few days have passed, and I'm slightly more recovered from the cold, but it's still there. Oh well. I've been meaning to say, I was always slightly disappointed by this particular scene in the game. I mean, it's a lovely drawing, you can't deny that, but one thing always bugged me, and it's this dotted line down the middle of the road. Now, roads only have those dotted lines if there's enough room for two vehicles to safely pass, and you could not get two vehicles down here. I mean, look at the divide. It's quite sloppy, really. We've got a very narrow path here. You couldn't get a car. You could barely get a bicycle down there. And on this side, you could get, a bulldozer or something like that. And what's with this path here? Is that supposed to be a road? I mean, it's just bizarre. I mean, I'm being a bit harsh on this. It's probably more telling of my OCD than anything else, but there we are. Just thought I'd mention it. Okay, let's explore. Oh, hello. Okay, we've got this great big hay rick.
On the back of the cart was a crazily stacked tower of hay bales, leaning precariously against the castle wall.
As you can probably guess, this is our way into the castle. I'm pretty sure it is, anyway. And we've got this fellow here.
The farmer's craggy face was set in a mask of aesthetic appreciation. His feet were set in a pair of manure-caked boots.
Don't often see a farmer lazing around reading a book, do you? There we are. What's going on there? Okay, we've got this furrowed little lane leading up to the castle gate.
The gates were made of solid, age-blackened wood.
Oh, I love the way you said that. That's another thing I love about these games, the attention to detail. Things that aren't pertinent to the actual game or story at all, but are delivered with incredible passion by George's voice actor.
The gates were made of solid, age-blackened wood.
Age-blackened wood. Oh, I love that. Absolutely love it. Right, let's try and open them.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
Don't worry, George. I don't think there's many people that would be able to open those gates with brute strength. But there we are. Okay, right. Okay, let's have a chat with this farmer. See what he's got to say for himself.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
That was weird. Okay. Right. Right, okay. I'm just going to get out of that quick.
Nothing.
Because I remember if you try to climb it, he says a few other things. I just want to hear
Get
it.
away, you silly noodle! Can't you see the load's unstable? Don't climb on the cart, pea-brain! Get down, you lemon-brained lummox!
How many has he got? Oh, right. That's the end of that. Okay, let's get talking again.
Hi, it's me again.
Hi.
So I see. What now?
Okay, let's go through our usual rigmarole. So, yeah, let's ask him about the book.
Good book?
A book? It's a passport to a world of fantasy and imagination.
Yeah, what's the title?
Creative Shelving for Beginners, the 1978 edition.
Whoa, niche.
What's so cool about home improvement?
There's nothing like it. The resinous autumnal aroma of seasoned wood, the rhythmic rasp of the clay. No wonder our Lord came to earth as the son of a humble carpenter. I bet he was a wizard with a chisel and a length or two before.
No doubt.
Surely the portrayal of Christ's adoptive family as humble artisans is a symbolic metaphor.
I don't know about that, but I know they were carpenters. Haven't you read the book?
Well, no. But I have seen The Greatest Story Ever Told, and I don't recall Jesus putting up any shelves.
Probably did, though. Let's ask him about Peagram.
Have you seen Professor Peagram?
No, He's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Do you think Peagram's disappearance is due to the curse?
Look at the facts. He dug up the gem. He disappeared. Bingo. It doesn't take a degree in mathematics to work that one out, does it? You don't have to be a smarty Pythagoras with a calculator.
I guess not.
Peagram has run off with the gem.
Ah. Right, he thinks that.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Crikey. Didn't they say, one of the other chaps said it was built in 1000 and something, I guess.
Who built the castle?
Mad Phelan, the first lord of Lochmarn. Well, I say lord, but actually he was little more than a village chieftain. He built his castle from the remains of the Templar Preceptory.
Where was the site of the Templar Preceptory?
Right here on Temple Hill. Phelan built right on top of the old wall. It's said that deep beneath these walls there's a Templar chapel.
That's what we're looking for.
Did Peagram discover the chapel?
I don't know. His workers were sworn to secrecy.
Do you mind if I climb up your haystack to get into the castle?
What? He'd break your stupid neck for
Well, he
sure.
tried.
Do you think I'd stand by and see your brains dashed out?
I'd be very careful, and I promise not to sue.
You won't get the chance. Not while I'm here to stop you.
Okay, I don't remember how we actually do get up there. But let's go through the usuals. Well, let's do this one first.
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
Wasn't an invitation to anything else, mate.
What do you make of this tissue?
That's a sorry sight to wave about in public.
Oh, it's theatrical grease paint.
And that makes it all right, does it? I must remember that next time someone complains about the state of me handkerchief.
What do you make of this matchbook?
Seems ordinary enough to me.
Does this tool mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Is it used on sheep?
No, it's for lifting the covers off drains.
Never. How?
Well, the end of the tool fits into the hole in the cover.
They'd slip out. Angles are wrong. You'd never do it.
I have. I did it in Paris.
Yeah, well, there we are.
Do you
That's where we
recognize the name on this card?
I can't read that little writing.
It says Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics.
Is that your name? Tommy Merlin?
No, but what a great stage name. It had what my high school hypnosis act had lacked, style and class. For a few seconds, I bathed in spotlights on a thundering tide of applause. Tommy Merlin, hypnotist.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I
Weird.
just remembered something.
Crikey. Leave that for
Do you
a sec.
recognize the man in this photograph?
No, but I wouldn't trust him. His eyes are too close together. He's not a friend of yours, is he?
Oh no, far from it. In fact, I believe it's the face of a killer.
I knew it! Piggy eyes. Can't trust him.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
You're a circus clown.
No, but I got this from someone who disguised himself as a clown.
Is that a fact? Why did you do that now?
He's a psychotic killer. I think he may be connected with Peagram's disappearance.
Does this curiously twisted piece of wire mean anything to you?
Oh dear. Now what would you be wanting with a cruel snare like that?
Oh, it's not mine. It belongs to the old guy in the bar.
Ah yes, it would.
Okay, I was hoping that might do something.
Is
but...
this wire intended to be used as a snare?
That's right.
Right, that's the end of that. In that case, I don't know how to get up there.
I have to go now.
He ain't going to let me up there, though, is he? Is there anything I'm missing?
On the back of the...
It might be that we... I don't think there's anything we can use on that. I'll try it just for shits and giggles, but we may have to go back again, maybe. I'm missing something. George, what the hell are you doing, man?
I didn't have the first idea how to pick a lock.
Well, that's no bloody good, is it? Well, if it could be used to pick a lock, maybe we can do something back at the pub, but I don't see it. No. Okay, right, back to square one, back to the pub. But it might be because we've encountered him, we can then talk about him and go a bit further, perhaps.
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
I heard that Peagram had found a legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of Lochman all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no. I reckon Peagram made off with it. If I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it. He could be living the life of Riley instead of digging holes.
Are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the dig?
Oh yes, it was him all right. Would I tell a lie?
Well, he denies it.
I saw them together only last night.
I wish you'd told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Peagram gave Fitzy a box.
Oh.
He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
Do you know where I could find Fitzgerald?
He's inside, but you won't get no sense out of him.
I know that.
How come? Is he drunk?
He's like a frightened rabbit. A real
We've
bag of
heard this.
nerves. Why, the fella's scared of his own
Yeah, why is it coming up with that again?
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him.
He's a pushover. Try the soft touch.
Butter him up a bit.
See you later, kid.
Okay, miss.
Was that there before? I don't remember. Sorry, I skipped through it, but yeah, we need to talk to him again. See, sometimes you think you've done everything, you haven't, because you talk to one person, it changes things. As you can already tell, things devious in this game. Our pint's still there.
Hello.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Peagram.
Yeah. Answer that.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
Mm-hmm. You certainly have.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
Just my luck. Grasped up by a delinquent and a dimwit.
I need to talk to Professor Peagram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Peagram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Peagram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that, but he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Peagram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving.
And?
He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Mm-hmm.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Peagram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
Peek inside Peagram's package.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris, Jack Marquet. Peagram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
Hello.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Oh my goodness. Scarpered. Bloody hell, what was that?
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out!
That boy looks
Noisy
like
little
40.
tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy makers.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Okay, let's quickly have a look. Something's happened. Ah!
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding my own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy.
Oh hell.
And hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out. And I couldn't
hell.
believe my eyes.
Boy keeps aging.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
A pixie.
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to
believe it.
disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. I'm just an ordinary guy caught up in a whirlpool of intrigue.
And you're drunk.
Not so.
Yeah, you've been drinking mucky beer in the boozer.
Only a few glasses.
I think we had about 5.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Okay.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Right, so the one thing we do know that's happened is the cover's flown off this, so that's why we couldn't open the bastard earlier.
The plastic cover had been smashed by the pixie's car, revealing a switch.
Right, we know what we're doing here then.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Got a broken switch? No. Okay, so we've done that. I think that's done something inside. I'll try and open... No, it doesn't unlock that.
I tugged at the trapdoor.
Yeah, okay. See, I thought that was going to turn off the power to the dishwasher or whatever that is. But I was thinking the other day, when we were having all those pints, I did it after I stopped recording. I just kept drinking and drinking because I thought maybe eventually it would run the keg dry, the barrel, and you'd have to go and change it. But I think that's what we have to do now. Because that's probably turned off the pump or something like that. Before I try that, though, will I talk to... I can't be asked to. Let's just get another
Excuse
pint.
me.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Give me another beer, dude. Give everyone another beer. Let's party, guys.
I think you've had enough, don't you?
Hey, listen. Is it supposed to taste the way it does?
Gold Perline Stout is brewed from the finest chemicals in the world. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my dear, is it?
Know what we got to do now?
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, now, isn't that marvellous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Ooh. Let's stop moving now.
And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Certainly will, mate. Okay.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. Seemed fine to me.
Okay.
There was nothing physically wrong with the glass washer.
Why the hell did it stop working? It was working just now. No, don't do that. Let's electrocute ourselves. Huh.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Bingo. We're making progress.
What a dumb place to store a flashlight. A dark cellar. The only way I was going to find anything down there was to feel around.
Yeah, we've got a switch there. Some in there by the looks of it.
My hand closed on a long metal rod. I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Right, so that's unlocked the grate so we can go up, I imagine, and lift it. Alright. Bye. Here we go.
I lifted the trap door and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Aha. Might have dropped down there. Came face to face with the killer for the first time. Luckily, he doesn't know who we are. Oh, look at that. Lovely.
Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap door. It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. As I held it aloft, I realized the fascination it could command. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Oh, I got a flashlight.
It was the barman's flashlight. It was a large blue gemstone.
Okay.
It was a couple of paper sacks filled with trash. I searched the trash, but there was nothing useful there.
It's interesting when they make, in other parts of the game, they make you laboriously do certain things, certain sequences of things, and if you don't do it right, then you're stuck. Whereas as soon as we came down here, he picked up the torch and everything happened. Very interesting. Okay, some other paraphernalia here.
It was a bunch of cleaning materials.
A bunch.
It was a bunch of cleaning materials. It was an empty...
Oh.
It was an empty carton which had once contained caustic soda. The carton was damp and soggy. Useless. I looked among the cleaning materials, but saw nothing I could use. It was a rusty faucet.
Or tap.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
I've just remembered something.
It was a rusty faucet.
We need this later.
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
But for now, we don't need it.
It was a calendar with a faded photograph of a prize-winning carp.
Okay, I think that's it. Is there anything we've got? Yeah, I think I remember something. I'm going to try it, see if it works.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed.
No. See, later on we need water for something, I think. There's nothing here that will carry water. Better turn that off.
I shut off the faucet as tight.
Right, okay. So we've got the gem. And a torch. I guess we can't fix the thing because the switch broke off. That's just going to trigger the other. I would do it, but
I was about to...
yeah. Okay. Let's have a
Excuse
chat
me.
with him quick.
Yes, sir? I found your flashlight.
So I see. You'd better keep hold of that until you fix the pumps.
Check out my gem.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Phew. What a beauty. I bet you wish that was real, don't you?
It is, mate. Okay.
Thanks.
I'm going to show the gem to everyone just for the hell of it.
Hey! Hello there again, mister. Do you recognize this gem?
Saints be praised. It must be worth a fortune.
Maybe it is. Have you seen it before? It's the one which Peagram took from the dig.
Oh. How come you got it now?
He left it behind. I'm looking after it.
Oh. You could take that to Dublin and sell it.
Tempting. I know this is pointless, but I just like hearing what they come out
Hey!
with.
Hello there again, mister. What do you think of this flashlight?
It's not very bright, is it?
I could say the same about some of the present company.
That's true.
Don't let him hear you. Keep it under your hat, mister.
That flashlight, like your brain, Dyer, is not switched on.
I don't think he heard me.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
The boy told me Fitzgerald was driven away in the car that hit him.
McGuire's always spinning wild yarns. I don't know where he gets them from. Television, I expect, or comics. If I was you, I'd take what he says with a generous pinch of salt.
McGuire's tale about the car sounds quite plausible to me. He says the driver was dressed like a leprechaun.
That boy has a head full of fluffy toys.
Pixies and leprechauns are two different things.
What do you think of this flashlight?
It's not a very practical piece of equipment, is it?
It's not switched on.
I'm referring to the lack of a bracket. How would you be fixing that to your bicycle?
I don't have a bicycle. Do you recognize this gem?
Ah, that's a beautiful stone. Is it the one which Peagram found?
And the reason why both he and Fitzgerald have disappeared.
Then it's only a matter of time before you vanish too.
Goodbye
Quite
for
plausible.
now.
I'll just talk one more time to him, the old chap.
Hello again. What?
What?
What do you think of this flashlight?
Very useful. That could be very handy in the dark. How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale. It belongs to Leary.
Okay.
What does this gem mean to you?
Well, well. Would you look at that? Pretty.
Do you recognize it?
No.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
I suppose, yeah, let's get going. Let's see if we can get up the hay stack. We need to get that farmer out of the way somehow. I don't think we can switch that back on, can we?
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Okay. Right. Let's have a little chat to him, but
Hey, McGuire.
pointless, really.
What do you want to know?
I just
Want a closer look at the gem, McGuire?
No, I don't. Jewels is for girls. You'd better hide that, mister. What if the pixie comes back? You'll be in trouble then.
I don't believe in pixies. Underneath that costume is a psychotic killer.
Smart.
What do you think of my flashlight?
It's a torch. That's what we call it on this side of the Atlantic.
That's true.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Right, come on. Let's get that bloody farmer. Smack him over the head with it.
Hi. It's me again.
So I see. What now?
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car.
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
How the hell did one man stack all that?
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries at the bar.
Yeah. Got a nice little
He
alcove.
strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
Contemplation over. Let's climb a fucker. Yeah. Alright.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Okay.
There was a narrow crack between two of the stones where the centuries-old mortar had crumbled away.
I remember this bit. Yeah.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
Nice.
I tugged at the lifting key and found it was held quite securely.
That's the end of our time with the lifting key. It's wedged. Okay. Here we are. Oh no. The dreaded goat. Okay, this is an utter bastard. So when we played this years ago, more than 20 years ago, this kept us puzzled for, well, ages. Almost gave up playing it.
It was a rusted piece of iron, Maybe part of a plow or something.
Yeah, see, this is the problem we've got. We can't go anywhere here without the bastard goat giving us a shove. So what we want to go, that's down where they were digging. And yeah, I mean the solution is quite obscure, but let's just try this first. Yeah, we kind of like that. So the thing I remember noticing ages ago, so every time he goes back to that point, he flicks the rope up in a kind of loop. And I always thought, right, what we'll do is we'll keep alternating between the two things, and eventually that rope will start winding around whatever he's tethered to. But that isn't what you do. It's really obscure. I think you do this and then this. Oh, wait a minute. This. And then this. No, wait a minute. Wait a second. I don't know what to do.
It was the fiercest, meanest-looking old goat I'd ever laid eyes upon.
Hey, Billy.
The animal fixed on me with an evil glare. Behind the malice and resentment, there was a cool intelligence.
How you doing, boy?
I felt as threatened as I'd been by the assassin and his goons in Paris.
Yeah, it's a demonic goat, and no mistake. Look at the face on it. I mean, it is quite scary. I can't remember now how we do it. I'm bloody sure it ain't that. No. I can't remember now. So this is going to keep happening. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was so. What we used to do is keep alternating between the two because we thought we'd wind the rope around, and then just out of the blue, George pegged it for the trapdoor. There's no objects to be used here. It's purely this, but I don't know. See, you can't stack commands. Right, this could take a while. And I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to look it up. So, yeah, this could be the end of today's session. Back. Okay. Got nothing. Oh my god, what are you doing, mate? Right, let's think about this.
The top of a ladder rose out of the squarely dug hole. It was a rusted piece of iron, maybe part of a plow or something.
Something we do it does snag his rope, but there's nothing we've got to about that. See, He's just walking. He should be running.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
That was obscure. Okay, well there we are. Yeah, now in trouble.
The goat was tangled up with the old plow.
Okay, anyway, we did it. So yeah, it's the opposite way to what I thought we had to do. But there we are. We have tangled him up. I mean, that is obscure, isn't it? Okay, look at this wonderful illustration here. Right, lots of
It was a
things.
statue which had fallen from its place on the wall. 5 fingers of stone projected from the back of the carving. The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
This is the bit I remember.
There was a pattern of 5 holes arranged on the wall. They'd been drilled there deliberately. I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Okay, so this figurine has 5 pegs in the back, so it needs to go into the back of there, but George can't lift it. So what it's done is fallen into this soil. So if we pick it up again or lift it back up, yeah, it's left.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Okay.
The 5 fingers on the back of the statue had left their impressions in the fine sand.
Right, let's have a look at this.
Behind the altar was a carved panel decorated with animals, birds, and plants. I tried in vain to move the panel.
That looks like a knight there, perhaps. Maybe holding a candle. Hello.
The sack contained a fine white powder. As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Okay, we've got some good clues here, haven't we?
The bench had probably been used by Peagram and his archaeological team. The only object on the table which interested me was a small sack.
Already got it. Okay, so, right. That needs to go into the hole. There we are.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
No, we need water.
I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement.
But how do we get our water?
Behind the
Yeah, we need some way of carrying water from the tap over to here. See, I thought it would be soak it in this, but that didn't work. There's nothing we can take here. Just to be sure. No. Okay. Right, so off we go. Need a bottle, maybe. Ah, well, It makes sense to have the empty beer glass, but I don't think you can carry that out. Cheerio, goat, you bastard. Okay, down we go. A reversal of the previous animation. It's understandable. Okay. Right, so what are we going to do? I'm sure I can remember him ringing something out, but what the hell it could be, I don't know.
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
Do you know what this white powder is?
No?
Want to buy some?
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Right, okay, so back in we go.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
There it is. Why was that always there? Yeah, it was.
As the man raised his arm to drink, I snatched the towel away.
See, before it was pinned under his arm, because I'm sure we tried to pick it up. Okay, now we know what to do. Wait a second, his matey. Right, I'll just soak the towel first.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and...
Yep. I hope it doesn't dry
I held
out.
the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water.
Okay.
I
Sometimes these are
shut off
time
the
related.
faucet as tight as I could.
I remember in Lure of the Temptress there was a time related thing involving wine spilling from a barrel.
The towel was soaked through with...
Yeah, okay, let's quickly go up. I'm going to have a chat with the farmer just for shits and giggles, seeing as he's there.
The farmer was drinking and chatting with his pals as if nothing had happened. Maybe abduction had replaced cattle raiding as their national pastime.
Hell.
Hello. Hello there. Let me introduce you to my pals.
We've already met. I want you to know you have my sympathy.
Oh, it's just terrible, awful.
It's the worst news I heard all day.
Let's top the bad news all right for this week and the next.
The whole year.
It's worse than that. It's the worst disaster in living memory.
Isn't it the biggest calamity in the history of the village?
I would say it's the biggest in the history of
What
Ireland.
they're talking
The
about.
most awesome disaster since mankind paddled out of the primal prop.
There's no beer.
Is a glass of beer more important than a man's life?
Were you talking to me?
To all of you. Sean Fitzgerald has met with God knows what, and all you can do is drink.
Sean has gone for a ride in a flash car, that's all. Why don't you calm down and join us?
There's no beer. What's the point?
What about Sean? Why aren't you out looking for him?
There's no point in launching an ill-equipped expedition to save the lad. In a life or death situation, preparation is essential. That's why I slipped in here.
For a point.
I mean, you could go around asking them all about these things, but what's the point? I'll just do this
Do you
one.
recognize this white powder?
Seems ordinary enough to me.
Yeah, fair play.
Do you have any use for this towel?
I suppose I could squeeze it out into my glass if I was desperate enough.
Okay, there's a little clue there
I
as to
gotta
what
go.
we use it for. It's quite a tricky puzzle, I think. I have the benefit of my foreknowledge, albeit it's about 6 years old, but Here we are. Right, I won't bother talking to him. Let's get on with it. Here you go. Let's check it's still wet.
The towel had dried out and was...
Oh, rats. Right, we're going to have to be really quick. Shit. Right. Let's get going.
I held the towel...
Up, go. This is going to have to be very, very quick. Should be running, George. Quick. I mean, if it goes dry this time, I don't know what the hell to do. Eesh. Right. Quick. Yeah. Okay. My
The
goodness.
trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Yeah.
I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
What to do with that?
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Yeah. Lovely. Oh yeah, got your torch out. Mm-hmm. Back in Nico's apartment. Wow.
So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's, I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet
And you say Peagram has disappeared?
without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Peagram's gem?
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there today, but that's a strange thing about the person who's dead in the bed. I never understood that. I always thought that was a mistake. If anyone knows what that's about, let me know. Yeah, don't get it. But anyway, we've got the gem. We're on the path to discover what Montfaucon is, or whatever, and a picture of a hanged man. I think that's on the manuscript, something about hanging men, but we'll leave that for next time. Thanks for watching, and cheerio.